Alright, so I'm about to build some window coverings for a friend of mine's studio here in town in Cape Coral. And I'm just going to do pretty much the same exact thing I did for my studio, except for little variations in the materials and whatnot. But it'll do the trick. We're going to do 2 or 3 layers with caulking in between and some bolts to attach it to the wall. And here we go. Night 1, I'm going to be able to cut all the trim boards that make the frame, basically the casing for the window covering, which then I'm going to lay the plywood over the top of that and screw and glue that to the frame. And then what I do is I flip it upside down on its face on the ground, and I'll cut sheets of wood and put them inside of it with caulking. Yeehaw! So here's the first frame put together. I had to put a jog in it because at the floor there is a 1x4 piece of trim board. First frame built. Next step is to put the plywood on top of this here. And then I'll flip it over and fill it in with layers of different kinds of material with caulking in between. All right, it's day 2, building the window coverings for a friend of mine, Caleb Neff, and they're for his home studio. Basically, my idea is to do it as fast as I can so I can be done. Poor hammies are hurting. My back feels like it's gonna explode, or like somebody just weld on it with a aluminum bat. But that's normal. That's how it goes when you work in beast mode all the time. I've had enough of operating my own camera, well, my phone. First off, I have to do it myself, which means I have to stop working on whatever I'm working on and documenting. But also, I have to shut off the music. Like, that's the biggest problem. Like, not only do I have to get up and stop what I'm doing, but the music's off. So I can't even listen to music right now. Just because I want to talk to you people. Start the frame assembly. Got it all pretty much laid out. And so now I'm going to put caulking evenly before putting the next piece. So caulking between each layer and all the nooks and all the crannies, so when it comes together, it's dead right. Good morning. All right. Third sitting working on these window coverings, and having some different ideas about, instead of using caulking between layers, putting a spacer and using some of the Owens Corning I have laying around in bundles in the studio, or I mean in my garage. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I gotta get all set up. I'm excited. Got the first slice in there. About to cut another piece for that end, then I'll overlap the next layer. Go caulk all the edges like a maniac. All loaded up, ready to rock. Gonna go install these window coverings at my buddy's home studio this evening. Got some holes drilled. It's ready to go into the studio. Say hello.
Yeah.
Lowe's. That's working music. Getting them up.